Hey guys, it's Lone again for Apotheosis. Today we're using recall cookies with dragons. You know, it might sound kind of crazy, right? Like using cookies with dragons, but because the army camps, you just take it out with say like a baby dragon or a giant arrow, or really anything, and you just recall the cookies and you place them with the queen. It goes really well with this army in particular because they tank for the queen for you. Since you have the action figure there, so the giant's tanking, but you have the P.E.K.K.A.s from the siege barracks too. With the cookies, they can just take out anything. The cookies one shot anything, and you get five of them when you do take out the army camp, which is just really helpful. I think it's worth the two invis that you sacrifice to the recall. If anything, I think it's worth three invis total, just because of how much value the cookies can give you, and it's really nice. But anyways, let's get into it. I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, where's the cookies on this base? There's the cookies. Okay, we'll use that to take those out very nice. And where's the multi-inferno towers? Two next to town hall. Nice. Let's go directly into this town. This is an anti-broomwitch base as well. It's likely baited, but that'll be okay. Okay, what if we just went into this multi-gear and we just aura'd out the cookies too? So at 7, we'll drop the invis. We get the recall ready. Alright, we'll pick up the cookies. Then we'll do 3. And we'll just earthquake in front of us. Take this entire section. We got the cookies lined up. This is perfect. And we'll just do 7. Invis over. And then we'll do 3. We'll make sure we go left. Because that's where we get the infernos at. Alright, she'll get right into this inferno. We'll do 7. Actually, I don't think it actually matters if we get that inferno or not. Because thinking about it, we're going to send our dragons into that inferno. So that'd be fine. We'll pop the haste. Hopefully she's not go backwards. She doesn't. Okay, we'll do 6 for this invis. We'll take out the scatter. We'll just keep pushing forward. We still have 3 invis left. So we have plenty to get through this section of the base. The Spear Fox does unfortunately go down. We do get one more cycle out. We're going to do one every 4 seconds. We'll drop an invis. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, let's take out the multi-arch tower and this fire spitter. Nice and easy. 2, 3, 4. And then we'll giant arrow out this back end air defense. And we'll drop the siege barracks. Then we'll send the ice hound. We'll send the dragons in. It'll tank nicely. We'll send in the cookies to help clean up. They'll definitely help. And we'll poison the super dragons. That's gonna be annoying. We'll use baby dragon help funnel. We'll send 5 rock moons, just multi-arch shower. We're just sending 5 just because of the royal champions on there as well. Usually you only need to send 4, but for multi-arch tower, because you got the royal champion, I sent an extra just to be safe. Well, warden ability through here too, heal up everything. Now Hook does take our giant, but he just pulls into the core. He's gonna take out everything. This baby dragon's gonna funnel nicely. Use the baby dragons to help funnel us out. And these cookies are tanking and just doing massive damage. They one-shot anything. They literally one-shot any building, so it's a massive value to have them with your queen to tank and just take out anything. If there's a king in front of her, you just pop it right there. Pop the main prince ability through its back end. Ideally, we should have popped it right here, but, I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't paying attention. We'll pull this defending king away if possible. Can we? No, we can't. But anyways, this base is just wrecked. And the last cookie just finally died. So the cookie lived through the entire base, which just gave us some massive value. Even though we're using dragons, the cookies can come in pretty handy for us. And we just have plenty to get through this base. Plenty. The furnace is still pushing on through too. And those cookies are nice. Alright, this base. Swears multi-inferno towers. Oh, invis. Okay. What if we just go into the middle? It's definitely baited. It is very baited through there. Hmm. Where's the cookies? Right here. Okay, we'll pick those up. What if we just go into the town hall again to one inferno and then dragons to the other? Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that exactly. We're just gonna do 7 and 3 through here. We'll earthquake through all these defenses in front of us. Then we're gonna do 3. Or make sure we stay away from these firecrackers if possible, because they can be pretty annoying to deal with if your RC gets on them, because they'll cause her just to move around where you don't want her to. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, she's doing it. She's doing exactly what we did not want. 7. Alright. We'll invis over, and then we'll just do 3, and we'll pop the haste. We'll get through this town hall, which is definitely some decent value. And then we'll do 7. She's going to turn backwards. Yep. And then we'll do 3. We're not really worried about the invis tower. It's going to trigger, right? But I'm pretty sure it's going to be a building or something we're sure you can go to get some value. Alright, 7. And will we get the inferno? Oh, she's getting the flame spinner, which honestly is decent for sure. Definitely decent. We're sending the queen through this giant arrow for that invis tower and that sweeper. Send the ice hound and then the dragons in. Alright. We'll drop the siege barracks with the queen. We'll take out the What is it? The cookies? We'll pick them up. All right. Drop the poison. We'll drop the cookies to help out. We'll drop the headhunter to help out the giant. That'll help us push on through. We'll send these rock moons for this multi Archera and then helping the funnel with the baby dragons. Unfortunately that super dragon really pulled away our dragons, didn't it? It really, really did. We'll pop the mini prince ability through this left hand section because of that. We'll have this warn ability for this core. Will it help us get through this Inferno Tower? So that we didn't quite get down with the RC charge. We should, right? Yeah, we should. And these cookies, those wait. There's cookies there and there's royal ghosts there just helping the queen out. There is everything coming on through. Baby dragon help out. We'll have the fire mites coming on through. Minion prince, he is going to be down unfortunately. We do have a P.E.K.K.A tanking for the queen still. We have this minion prince, he's taking out the mono. The dragons coming on through. They'll get through the multi gear. They'll get through the mono. They need to get through this multi inferno tower and then we're set. But also, we still have the P.E.K.K.A.s and wizards still coming to help because the P.E.K.K.A.s and wizards were tanked for by the cookies as well. So we literally had everything tanked for by the cookies. Now, was it the cleanest attack? No, it wasn't because I accidentally split on the Super Dragon. That was silly by me, very, very silly, but still worked nonetheless. All right, two Infernos right in this core, so we want to get into here. Usually, queen side is not baited. Okay, so if we just RC'd, that's thick on the ricochets, isn't it? What if we just came in from where's the cookies? Cookies down here? Okay. What if we just came in from 12 and we pushed in? Yeah, okay. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do 6 on this first invis. And we're gonna drop a baby dragon on these cookies. And get the recall ready. RC, she's gonna be chilling. Yep. Alright, pick up the cookies and the baby dragon. There we go. And then we're gonna do 7. And then we're gonna do 3. She's going for the builder hut? Yeah, that's kinda expected. She's gonna path out there. And then she'll path in eventually. Yeah, we'll just do 7 again. We'll earthquake through this rage tower section. Then we'll do 3. There could be a trio trap in here. There very well could be. Maybe this World Champion side is not going to be baited. It's not looking like it's baited, which is very, very nice for us. Then we'll just invis over at 3. Then we'll get this. Oh, she's going out there. Okay, well, if we haste and then invis right here, push into the Rage Tower. We invis over that, push us into the Inferno, right? Yeah, perfect. And we just invis over again. Will that push us to the other Inferno? It does. Nice. Then we can Giant Arrow on this thinned out side. Take out this. Alright, Siege Barracks. Cookies. We'll poison. Then we'll send the dragons onto the thicker side. Alright, we'll send in the Ice Hound. It'll help tank. We'll have Baby Dragon help funnel once this Ice Hound gets there. Alright, Baby Dragon help funnel. We'll honestly send some Rocket Loons in too, because that's going to freeze up everything nicely. We'll send a couple Rocket Loons in for this Town Hall as well, just because that thing's a menace. And then we'll send a Enter for this defending World Champion. That stops her up very nicely. Then we can just Warden ability through here. And those cookies, I assume they got value. I'm gonna assume they got value. I wasn't like quite paying attention, but they just get so much value everywhere else that they had to tank for the queen nicely. Because how else is she alive just chilling right there? Main principally through all the back end damage except that back end inferno, but that'll be fine. But then we still have the other dragons coming on through. We can just Rock Loon this last air defense. One Rock Loon will get some damage on it. It triggers the NATO, which is very, very nice actually, because it's going to help damage the air defense and triggers the NATO. Is huge actually. The baby dragon for this wizard tower. This baby dragon is always very nice for a wizard tower. Always, always, always. Multi-gear goes down. Queen, she's unfortunately is going to go to her demise here. Because the Crusher Mortar is just it's too strong. It's too strong for a queen. A queen won't only has like 5,000 HP or something. She has no chance against it. Fire Might's coming on through, but looks like they're countered by it as well. But it doesn't matter. We still have a pack of 5 or 6 dragons right here. And we still have the Fire Mites coming. They'll still get some shots off on this Crusher Mortar. We'll drop the archers just to get the Crusher Mortar to do something. It's almost not in range. Oh well. Pretty easy base nonetheless, though. Pretty easy. Alright, this base. Oh, this is a very, very common one. What you do is you just RC charge in from up here, and you get into this, take out this section very easily. You just come in from this top side. So where's the cookies at? This one's the cookies you can see because it's like that. So we'll take that one out and then we'll recall that. Yeah, let's focus on the RC charge here. This side should not be baited. Typically it's not. And there's not really enough bait, not enough space for there to be actual bait that's going to kill us anyways. So we're just chilling right here. We're going to do 7-3 after this, though. Just because there's going to be so much damage from the Town of Poison that we have to. We have to do 7 and 3. And this is beta against Broom Witches too. You can tell by how the Wizard Tower is inside right there. I didn't even realize that. Because who else puts a Wizard Tower inside unless you're trying to bait Broom Witches? That's the only reason why anyone would do that. Because they're kind of useless otherwise. So we'll just Earthquake through this section. That'll push us into this. Okay, we're almost in there. Almost. We'll pop the haste. And we'll do 3. Alright. We'll get to this multi-arch tower. And then she'll go for the ricochet, but she'll come back in for the infernos. I will do 7 invis over. And then we'll do 3. We'll drop the baby dragon to trigger. Alright, world champion. She's doing her thing. 6. Oh, she's not getting that inferno, is she? No, she's not. She got knocked back by the gig bomb. We'll pick up everything though. And we'll drop the siege barracks and the cookies on this left side. Okay, and then we'll send the dragons onto this top side behind the sweeper and into this heavy damage. We're delaying the queen just so we can have time to line up the giant arrow. Because right now I don't have time to line it up. And I'm trying to figure out where I want to hit. So I mean, honestly, if I can hit right... If I can hit the giant arrow right here... I hit that air defense. That's value. And they have the ghost right there too. And I like that. We'll pop his warn ability and we'll send 1 rocket loon for this Tesla. Is there another troll Tesla? Nah, there's no more. Okay. That troll Tesla honestly did a number on quite a bit. And these cookies are just going to one-shot the walls. Can they get some damage on over here? Hopefully. There's nothing to CC yet. Main Principality. Oh, it's a Super Dragon. That's what it was. That's why I couldn't find it. Yeah. Take out this Tesla with some rocket loons. We'll take out this Inferno Tower with some rocket loons. And then the main prince will push on through. We use another baby dragon just to help tank. We'll drop a minion to help out. We'll drop anywhere else to clean up. Nah, nowhere else. We'll drop an archer to help out. This headhunter, I guess we'll drop a headhunter to help out too. But yeah, another pretty easy base. Definitely a pretty easy base. Although we kind of messed up the RC charge, not even gonna lie. I think it's because the pathing is a bit different because the wizard towers are inside. So the way I was thinking of how to hit the base kind of had to change. But the general idea still works. The bait's always gonna be on these two sides. It's just in this base because there's no space to bait this, and he had decorations there as well. There was just no chance. And those cookies really did help out. It allowed us to lay even placing the queen so we can line up a better giant arrow. I like that a lot. I really did. Alright, this is a big, big core. If we get into here, we're set. But how do we get into there is going to be the question. And where's cookies? Cookies down here? Okay. What if we just RC from right here? We push in. We rocket loon out this. And we just invis redirect here to push in. Yeah, that works. And 1-2 for this rocket loons, and then we'll do 6 for this invis over. Tesla, okay, Tesla's fine. That'll pull us back to scatter. Spear Fox super low. We're just doing 7 and 3 though. 7. Alright. Then we're gonna do 3. And then we'll just invis redirect. That'll push us into okay. I got scared for a second. She gotta start walking another direction. I'm like, okay, what's going on here? What is going on? We'll earthquake directly through the center, and we'll pop the haste. And now we just gotta keep her alive. Just 7 and 3. All right, 7 Spear Fox get in. I placed the invis further back to get the Spear Fox in, and then 3 Spear Fox is gonna die unfortunately, but we do get one more cycle off, which is important. All right, we'll do 7, and then we'll do 3 to get out this Inferno. So we're gonna baby dragon right here. Actually, we're just gonna send the siege barracks through here. We're not even gonna recall. There's no point to recall. All right, dragons on this left side. Let's send in the ice hound. That'll help tank. Baby dragon to help take out this. Was it archer tower? Now, where can we even recall? I mean, you can giant arrow out this air defense and sweeper. Nice. That's gonna help out completely, like crazily. If anything, we just pick up the queen and the giant, and then put her with the cookies and everything. Yeah, look at that. Warren ability through this heavy core, and keep everything alive. We'll use baby dragon here. Take out no rocket loons. Take out this air defense and this archer tower. Look at that nice little combo right there. Baby dragon to help clean up. And look at that action figure, and the queen just came back. That was nice. So if we can just drop on the cookies, we're fine. We don't have to use the recall for that. But if we can't, we just gotta use the recall on the queen if we line up a nice giant arrow. I like that a lot. Alright, well, we're just gonna save this poison and this minion prince ability. Honestly, that probably worked out the best out of any of the attacks so far. So we're figuring out some new tech how to use this. That is some pretty decent tech. I like that. We got the fire mites. We got the poison minion prince ability swagged. Easy peasy. And the queen literally walked all the way back. The giant walked all the way back too. That's the craziest part. All right, this is a heavy, heavy core. We want to make sure we get into there. What's going to be the best way is the question. Where's cookies? Cookies down here. Okay, cookies down here. So we just RC'd from. I think it's baited here and here. Probably this is the safest spot to get into the core. 4 rocket loons there. Yeah. So RC here. I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 256 will drop the invis, and we'll try to invis over, try to get deeper into the space. Tesla popping up there is very nice for us, actually. So I'll push us directly in. And then from here, we can do 6 again, because we're not in the scatter range, so we can single cycle again. We're not in the tunnel poison range, so single cycle is best. And from here, does she go left or does she go right? That is the question. She goes right? Okay. Then we can just invis right here, redirect. That pushes us directly into this core. We can earthquake, and now we're in. And now we're in. We can do 7, and then we'll do 3. Make sure we get this fox in the invis. I think we did. And look at that. It misses the Giga Bomb. That is huge. That is huge. And we do 7. The Spear Fox still alive. Then we can do 3. Invis over. We get the Inferno and the Sweeper. I think we do. We get another cycle as well. That is beautiful, beautiful. We do 7. We'll poison. Take out everything. Use a baby dragon down here. And we'll send the queen and siege bricks into this right side. So take that out. We'll pick them up. Alright. Send them over there. They'll help out. Send the dragons up top. And we'll send the Ice Hound to help tank. And now we're going to line up a giant arrow. Which one do we want? I mean, it's really just these air defense. We'll take it out. We'll have the ghost tank for the queen. This base is just pulling apart. Baby dragon help out. And we'll rock a loon here. Just help. And the queen, she's just doing her thing. Those, I swear, I think they actually one-shot everything in there. I think the cookies one-shot everything in that compartment. No. Warden ability, just to keep everything alive. We'll have the Minion Prince as well. Look at that queen. She's just been chilling here too. Minion Prince ability 2 is back in air damage, which is also the Town Hall and its multi Archer Tower. Now Minion Prince, the defending king did pull the Minion Prince, but that's okay. It did not matter too much for us. We still have the whole army alive. And there's the Tornado Trap as well. Yeah, this base is absolutely crushed. Absolutely, man. Those cookies. They took out the entire compartment for us. 2 invis and RC charge cannot get that. So that is worth more than 2 invis. I think so. Maybe 3 invis would do that, because those are high HP buildings. Is the fact that the cookies one-shot everything just makes it so crazy. They one-shot everything. Alright, this base. I mean, multi-inferno towers, you just get right into this core. I don't like going to Gig Bomb side, so I'll go into this side. And where's the cookies? Cookies right through here. That's not very easy to get into. Hmm. I mean, we could just giant arrow from here. Not even gonna lie. That'd probably work out. We giant arrow from up top. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Alright, baby dragon for this wizard tower. Just help funnel. Then we'll do 6 for this invis. Single cycle. We could rock loon out this to make sure, but I'm not worried about it. I think the baby dragon would do good too. I think it might potentially, we're doing 7 as well here. I think it might potentially take out this royal ghost, which will help make the funnel as well. Yeah, we're just doing 7 and 3. She better not go out for that mortar, I swear. If she goes out for that mortar, I was gonna use rocket loons for that. I was gonna use rocket loons for that. But it's okay, there's no bait here, so it's fine. We'll do 7. We'll earthquake in front of us. And then we'll do 3, and we'll pop this haste, and she's about to be moving. She's about to be moving, but she's in such a stacked out location, because there's a rage tower here, that we're not going to lose control of her at all. Then let's do 3, just 7 and 3 over and over. Take out this hook tower. Can we get out this other multi-inferno tower is going to be the question. I think we can, yeah. And then from there, we can just giant arrow out the cookies. It will pick them up. We'll also, that's good, okay. We'll send the cookies in. We'll poison. Then we'll send the Ice Hound. We'll send the dragons. We should look for the closest air defense. It's just this thing right here. Yeah, so this Ice Hound's not going to pop exactly where we want, is it? No, no. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just support everything through here. Alright. We found there's a whole bunch of air traps, actually. That's crazy. Warren ability through this town hall. And we got down nothing. Those Rockaloons got nothing. Yep. And yet value. The values in the beauty's in the eye of the beholder, right? Oh, the value's in the eye of the attacker. There wasn't any there. Let's just be honest for a second. But this base is absolutely crushed. There's just so much value from the RC charge, and those cookies really help keep the queen alive because she used her ability early, right? So since you use her ability early, you don't have a back end ability for her compared to say using the king with like the snake bracelet and the spiky ball, or the queen with the action figure and the magic mirror. So these cookies really do help her out, and they just one shot the walls for her too. That's the crazy part. They'll just one shot anything. I think they one shot the king too. Maybe they two shot him, but there's five. You pick up five, so and there's just two grouped on anything. They'll take out the king as well. I think, right? Because I think they do 10,000 damage per shot, which is just a little bit insane. A little bit. Alright, this base. Double multi-inferno towers in this core, so we want to get into this core somehow. I like this king side because it has the multi-arch tower. We just come in from right here. Where's Cookie's going to be? Right up top? We could just baby dragon that and then pick up, so that'd be easy. So we just send the RC this way. Yeah, actually right here, and we'll send 4 for this multi-arch tower. Then we'll do 6, so we can potentially avoid like any traps right there. Because there's potentially traps there. Very, very well could be. That's a likely beta location. And we'll do 7. Then we'll invis redirect. And then we'll do 3, so we invis over. So now we're not next to those trap locations. Nice little trick. You invis redirect as you are, what is it? Moving? As you're doing the 7-3? Yeah, that's what it is. We'll earthquake through here. And then we'll do 7. Now she's pushed in. I earthquake there, so she'd push directly into the center of this base. I'm going to pull away the Super Dragon and the Ice Golem. We're going to do 7. And can she get the Inferno? She might not. She might just miss them. Honestly, I think she's going to miss them. That's not good. But this is the thinned out side and the left side. So we'll just Giant Arrow out that air defense. We'll send a Baby Dragon for these... What is it called? These cookies. We'll pick them up. Pick up the Baby Dragon. Alright. We'll send one Rockaloon help out there. Then we'll drop a minion there. Then we'll send our dragons in towards this town hall. Alright, where's closest air defense? There's just one way in the back. We forgot to drop the cookies with the queen. Oops. We'll poison. We'll headhunter. We'll ice hound. Ice hound's gonna distract well. Okay, yeah, queen, she's got some nice value. Cookies. Cookies doing much? I don't know if cookies did too much. Okay. Well, hopefully it did. Hopefully. Minion Prince ability to its right side. Queen, she does go down. Unfortunately. But that's kind of expected. This Super Dragon is an absolute menace. It is an absolute menace right here. Yeah, we're going to take out this multi-inferno tower too. That Super Dragon is still not going down. Still. Drop an archer to help clean up. Okay, Super Dragon is down. We can baby dragon this multi-inferno tower. Maybe it can take it out. It hit a black air bomb. Bro, the other one didn't hit a black air bomb. That one did. Yeah, that's tough. What do those cookies do? Those cookies didn't take it out. Well, do we get this is going to be the question. That is the question. Is a multi-inferno tower air expo. There's an air defense. There's a mono. These boogers need to put in some work to tank for the mono. Well, Minion Prince, he does go down. Warden's going to go down. But yeah, that's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. RC Charge actually got 0 Infernos. That's the worst part. She's supposed to get at least 1. Sneezy's going to go down too. Oh no. 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 Simple mistakes. Simple mistakes. Like my RC charge, it was pretty bad. And this multi-inferno tower is one shot too. If I would have took it out, this entire left side been gone with the fire mites. Such a basic little silly mistake. Oh well, it happens. We did end up going plus 310 to get that one mess with the last tag. Unfocused messed with my RC charge. The worst part, but I got really lucky and somehow some guy, he disconnected on me. Like, I don't know. It happened. I'm happy it happened, but that's nice to see. We'll see how we keep going in Legends, see how we finished off. But I'm not really too worried about Legends personally. I'm focused on Worlds right now. We got Stage 2 coming up this weekend. I'm gonna be fully focused on that. And I think my defense kind of been taking a hit because of that. I haven't really been too focused. Like, I mean, like minus 301, minus 270 at worst today. That's because I got a disconnect. So, it is what it is. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, I appreciate if you guys like, subscribe. I'll see you guys tomorrow.